Why does your car's AC smell musty in summer? Many people think it's because the cabin air filter is dirty or moldy, but in many cases, the real culprit is the evaporator. Even if you just replaced your air filter, if you don't turn off the AC compressor a few minutes before parking, the evaporator can stay damp and grow mold, so the next day when you turn on the AC, the musty smell is still there. Let me explain in detail how to avoid this. First, let's understand how your car's AC system works. Knowing the structure makes the solution clearer. At the heart of the system is the compressor, which is driven by the engine through an electromagnetic clutch. The AC button inside your car controls this clutch. When the button is off, the compressor is off, press it and the clutch engages. Connecting the compressor to the engine crankshaft, the compressor increases engine load, which is why fuel consumption rises when you turn on the AC. Its job is to compress refrigerant into a high-pressure, high-temperature state. This high-pressure refrigerant flows to the condenser in front of the radiator, where it cools down. Then it passes through an expansion valve, which acts like a high-pressure spray nozzle, spraying the refrigerant into the evaporator behind your dashboard. Inside the evaporator, the refrigerant rapidly evaporates, absorbing heat from the surrounding air. Meanwhile, the blower fan pushes outside air through the evaporator fins, where the air is cooled before entering the cabin. The refrigerant, now warm again, is pulled back to the compressor. And the cycle repeats, constantly blowing cold air into your car. So where does the musty smell come from? When air enters the car, it first passes through the cabin air filter, which catches dust and debris if the filter isn't replaced regularly. Or if the car is parked in a damp environment, the filter can grow mold and smell bad. So yes, it should be replaced periodically. After the filter, air passes through the heater core and evaporator. The heater core only works in winter and doesn't grow mold. But the evaporator is the main issue. It runs at a temperature much lower than the ambient air. As it warms back up after turning off the AC, moisture from the air condenses on its surface, just like how a cold water bottle gets covered in droplets when taken out of the fridge. Now, if you shut off the engine without turning off the AC first, the evaporator stays cold and wet, and the blower fan stops running, so the air ducts become damp and sealed. A perfect place for mold to grow. Just overnight is enough. Next time you turn on the blower, those mold particles get blown into your cabin. That's your musty smell. How to prevent it? Very simple. Let the evaporator dry out before shutting off the car. Here's how. Before you park, turn off the AC, press the AC button. This stops the compressor, but keep the fan blowing. And even turn it up a bit. Use outside air mode, not recirculation, so fresh air flows through the ducts. This helps carry moisture out of the system and dries the evaporator and ducts. You need to let it blow for at least 5 minutes for it to fully dry. That way, mold has no chance to grow. But be careful, if you turn off the AC only for a short time before stopping the engine, the evaporator will still produce moisture as it warms up, but without enough time to dry. That can actually make mold worse, so either blow it dry completely, or just enjoy the cool air and turn off everything at once. Some high-end vehicles come with an automatic dry function, which keeps the blower running for a few minutes after you shut off the car, but this feature is still quite rare. Check your owner's manual to see if your car has it.